Headlined by Dark Matter Kevin Garnett, Galaxy Opal Larry Bird, and Galaxy Opal Paul Pierce, these packs have a little bit of everything. Plus, the
downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of... A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Bradley. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point, and for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. They're running. Ahead. Harris. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now, Tobias has a good frame and has good strength. I like to see him go in there and put it to good use on the offensive glass.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, happy settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Now here is Holiday. What happens to team chemistry, Brent, at this stage of the season? Teammates have spent, a lot of time together already at this point. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. High post Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Giannis has got his second bucket tonight. Outside, Simmons. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Curry against DiVincenzo. Outside for Simmons. Stolen by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running for the finish. And Giannis throws it down.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
6 to shoot. Here's Holiday, and he comes up with the deuce. Holiday's got 6 points.
Drew's got such a great build, 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Simmons looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, who's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Simmons, and he converts the layup. Simmons got his third bucket of the night.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Middleton, the pass to Portis. Back to Middleton. Over Howard. Rebounded by Howard. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Bucks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Simmons on the wing. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz checked in for Maxey, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Forbes the pass to Portis, and Portis throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Howard in the post, defended by Middleton, and good that time.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity for an easy score.
And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Bucks ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll get going after this.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus it.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the 1. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Chris Middleton.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that.
Oh!
Yes, sir. And no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And then for Philadelphia, Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Mike Scott.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Stolen. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. Harris drives in. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Bradley.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
And again, it's Drew Holiday. Holiday's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Bucks.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And the basket by Curry. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee, and the 76ers also making a change. Milton's checked in, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Holiday against Simmons. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. And he makes good on the layup. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Here's Middleton. Here's Lopez. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. And the Bucks lead by 7. The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Now here's Milton. Defended by DiVincenzo. And he makes that one. And the Bucks with possession here. They host the Spurs after this one. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The drive by Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
Middleton against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Here's Lopez. Holiday finds Lopez. Middleton looking it over. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And that reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, easy call.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. He gets it up. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Bucks lead by 6. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. What a game it's been for Drew Holiday. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
A strong outing.
And that should do it with the
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Bradley is out there with Harris. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot.
Chris Middleton can guard multiple positions out there, and his defensive effort solid on that play.
DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Misses the 3. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. 6-point game. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Simmons.
Good hustle from the big man there. Love seeing Lopez work hard, get down low, make a difference on this end.
DiVincenzo against Simmons. The kick out to Lopez. Here's Holiday, and it's blocked by Bradley. Pass to Simmons. Back to Curry.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slings it in.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Here's Simmons, and it's sent back by Lopez. Fast break, Milwaukee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Brady, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And ooh, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh my goodness.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Trying his luck from deep. Maxey, no good. Bucks leading by 8. Giannis inside. High post Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Defense is right there. He gets that one.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The 76ers trail by 10.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Lopez, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Maxey.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the 3 ball. Luke Lopez has worked hard to do that.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis has checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. PJ Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Back to Connaughton. Can't connect from short range.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Howard trying to free himself up.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Passes it to Portis. Howard with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Maxey. The rebound by the Bucks.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Tucker the pass to Forbes. From deep. It's hauled in by Thibault. Now, here's Maxey. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. 5 seconds left in the third. Here's Curry. Got a hand on it. They get it back. And here's Green outside. And so it's Milwaukee. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Bucks leading by 12. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Yep, it counts.
Tobias Harris becoming better and better from that range.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Here is Forbes. Shoots over Bradley. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Bradley's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And Simmons slams it in.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
Holiday against Bradley. Back to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, we should all take a Holiday like that there. Get some speed under the rim, driving inside, and really taking off for the jam.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Now, here's Tucker, guarded by Harris. It's stolen by Bradley. In the corner, it's Harris. Takes the 3. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Portis throws it down.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Taken away by Holiday. Here's the break. Here's Forbes. The three-pointer, no good. The 76ers trail by 10. Harris dishes to Green, and it's good for 2.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Portis kicks to Middleton. Back to Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Right side, Simmons. Inside. House contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you're going to take as many of those high-percentage shots as you can get.
A different look. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
And Simmons drops them both. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Holiday. There's the feed to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And Holiday, here we go. And that one's good by Lopez. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bucks.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Well, you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits.
2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And the Bucks with possession here. Offline with his 3. And so the Bucks take the win. A confident win and one where they clearly... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Up next, the Hawks taking on the 76ers. For the Atlanta Hawks, it's a battle between teams with championship DNA. They will have the home crowd behind them in what is sure to be a clap. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin, DA.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Ben Simmons.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Tobias Harris is out there with Bradley. And it's Green, and there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the 1. And for Atlanta, got Gallinari. Also, Clint Capella out there. John Collins is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Herter in at the point. On the wing, Green. Pass to Simmons. On the wing, Harris. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good on the 3. Fast break, the Hawks. Now, as we enter the back half of the season, some players are worn down. But, Greg, are there certain players who really dial in at this point, who find traction with their game?
No doubt about it, Kevin, especially for the veterans who understand it's a marathon and not a sprint. You really are trying to build up towards this portion and take your game and your mindset to another level. So this is a time for those guys when they just start to hit their stride.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
They had a hard time taking the lid off the basket. Their offense just looked flat.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And Herter gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Curry passes to Bradley. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. And Simmons slams it in.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Collins. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love the high activity Capella brings. Someone that really brings it on the offensive glass.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Philadelphia 76ers, trailing by 2. On the wing, Harris. Bradley finds Curry. Out to Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for John Collins. Young is subbed in for Kevin Herter. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. Here's Howard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, you can't allow Howard to get this kind of positioning. He's confident in his ability to score inside.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that look small against him. He provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. And he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up. No excuse for not boxing out Bogdanovich. He'll torch you for that mistake more often than not.
Harris outside. Young with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Atlanta. Then for the 76ers, Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Outside Rondo. To the inside. A second chance effort. A shot by Okongwu. No good. Here's Thybulle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Here's Young. And the layup's good off the glass.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he sees it.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Hawks on top. They're up by 5. And And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They got Tony Snell. Young is out there with Hill. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Fernando in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And Young, here we go. He can't get that one to fall. The 76ers trail by 5. Now here's Howard. Last time out he had 13 points. Scott kicks to Korkmaz. Here's Thibault. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Young with the ball. A 23-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too. That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
The kick out to Scott. And the pass to Thibault. He dishes it to Howard. Axie passes to Thibault. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
Young looking it over. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Dwight Howard.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
They're great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hawks passing it around. Snell dishes to Collins. Snell, the pass to Young. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Young's got 10 points.
And just good at staying under control. Even when Young is under duress, he just keeps his composure.
Curry on the wing. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. It's good, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Bradley.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Young against Simmons. Good work there as it goes.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Outside, Simmons. Scott the pass to Simmons. Back to Scott. He kicks it to Curry. Feeds to Bradley. Right side Green. Outside Curry. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Herter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Herter's got his second basket of the night. Outside, Simmons. Passes it to Bradley. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Bradley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Great D. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
Young dishes to Collins. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers trail by 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Young, here we go. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, and this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
Here's Simmons. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
There's a reason Danny Green has played.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Harris. Then there's Bradley. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Collins with it. Now guarded by Bradley. No good that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando comes in for Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. For 3, Harris, and Capella sends it back.
Can't throw weak stuff around Capella. He takes pride in sending shots back.
Here's Fernando, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Simmons inside. He's guarded by Hill. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Simmons.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Bogdanovich against Green. And Bogdanovich kicks to Capella. Here's Fernando. Second shot opportunity. Green with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
On the wing, Harris. Outside, Green. Bogdanovich against Harris. Pass to Green. Shoots over Capella. And the shot is long. The Hawks have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Bogdanovich. The kick out to Hill. Here's Herter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
Simmons looking around. Harris outside. Pass to Milton. Harris inside, and that one drops.
He keeps that mid-range jump shot alive. I love seeing Harris utilize this area of the floor.
Here's Hill, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And The irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Now the pass to Korkmaz. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and he gets the bucket. Young's got 16 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Outside Curry. Howard, great positioning on the putback.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. 58 seconds left in the third. Here's Young. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Curry with the drive for the lead. And Capella sends it back. And here is Hill. Down low. 6 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 3. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Curry passes to Korkmaz. Now Curry, defended by Young. Passes it to Thibault. Korkmaz kicks to Thibault. Curry is inside.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
You're good, right here. Come on.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Trae Young. Clint Capella is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Mays in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Young, here we go. That one good for 2. Young's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Hawks.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Curry passes to Maxey. Here's Korkmaz. Now, here's Maxey. Dish now to Howard. Shoots over Capella. Howard misses. The Hawks leading by 5. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Okongwu, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Here's Maxey. Outside for Curry. Pass to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. It's Curry outside. Good on the triple.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Now Young. And the shot goes in.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Thibault on the wing. Pass to Korkmaz. Now, here's Maxey. And that one, good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Young outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Got to be careful in how you're going to guard Young. He often seeks out contact and really forces the issue.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Young nails them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
On the wing, Harris. To the paint. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stop.
This is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. The 76ers trail by 4. Harris outside.
Everything right there except hit the shot.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Outside Collins. On outside. There's the pass to Fernando. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 6.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Harris. Rebound, Atlanta. 59 seconds left in the game. Harris on the double team. The kick out to Young. A putback. Kirk Mize grabs the miss. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Howard, the pass to Harris. The shot's good.
Just incredible patience by Harris, rising to the occasion in a big way with the key basket there.
Young with the ball. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And so the Hawks take the win. It was a thing. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Looking for last week's top plays winner? We're posting those on social. Follow us at NBA2K_2KTV.
And for those of you on Gen 5, did you know you can check out 2K TV anywhere in the city via your in-game mobile phone?
Waiting for Got Next? Hang out with us, get some game tips, catch up on community events.
That's right. It's everything you love about 2K TV right at your fingertips.
The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down to business. A look from earlier as they arrived at the arena. There below is Barclays Center. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then it's Green. And it's Bradley in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's KD in at the 4. Here's Simmons. James Harden with the rebound. And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
A nice shot by KD. You know how this goes, Clark. Some guys check the standings every morning. Others won't look at it at all. They'll try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, you know, we were struggling as a team during my time in the NBA with the Pacers, so I wasn't doing too much standing watching. But for those guys that are thinking about it, it varies. Individuals look at it differently. I would be a guy who wouldn't want to see it all the time. That's like getting on the scale every day. That wouldn't serve me too well.
And now Philadelphia on the break. Harris with the ball. Great D that time from Durant.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Harden has a wide open look. Simmons pulls it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
A nice shot by Harris.
Yeah, that pull-up jumper by Harris shows his ability to create offense for himself, and that's what all great scorers can do.
Irving can't get it to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 19-point game against Milwaukee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Take a look at the 76ers. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the Nets, tied in first place with them.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
Irving for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. Griffin passes to Irving. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now, here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And he recovers it. 76ers moving the ball around. The pass to Howard. Now, here's Maxey. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. Fires at the elbow. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Here's Irving. Basket counts. Irving's got 6.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Nets. They lead by a bucket. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face nightly.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They've got Griffin. Brown out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Green. And it's Luwawu in at the 3. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Brown. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Brown kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. And the wide open shot from Green. Connects from three-point range. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Maxey. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
Shamet with it, and it's Howard picking him up. And that one's good, Shamet.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Harris. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Nets with the lead. And here they go. Here's Luwawu. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Harden scanning the floor. And it's blocked by Bradley. Fast break, Philadelphia. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Brooklyn making some changes. Durant's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Curry comes in for Green from 20 feet out. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Durant. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. You know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Pass to Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And, you know, Seth Curry has that shooter's mentality, which makes defenses uncomfortable. And that's part of how he gets these calls.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Elbow shot. They get it again, and Griffin stays with it.
Channeling his off-the-charts athleticism. You can't take your eyes off Griffin after the shot goes up.
On its way from Irving for two. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams. And that's a wrap.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Green. Curry is out there with Simmons. Then there's Bradley, and it's Harris in at the four-man position.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here's Curry, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Maxey's checked in for Seth Curry.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Durant, no good. The 76ers leading by 3. Pass to Maxey. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Irving from long range. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Not just range, but confidence, too. Irving can capitalize from way downtown.
Inside, Bradley. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bradley's got his first bucket of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Griffin trying to get open. They get it back. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. 14 feet away. It's Howard with the drive. And here's Harris from the arc. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
And Harden with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And Griffin sends it back. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Hilton on top, guarded by Harden. The pass to Green. Knocks it loose and stolen by Harris. The drive by Green. Rebound, Brooklyn. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shamet the pass to Griffin. And here's Green outside. Rebound by the 76ers.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Milton's shot is good.
You know, Danny Green usually is knocking down shots. This time, he's setting up a guy to make a shot.
Harden outside. Griffin. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Shamet. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's Brown in for Landry Shamet. Then for the 76ers, Scotty's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Maxey. Outside Griffin. Passes to Harris. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you know what, guys? You got to love his fearlessness there. I mean, Harris doing a nice job taking on the defense and finishing.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
The third quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5. So that's the Nets 5. Feeds to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. And Philadelphia has possession. Harris passes to Bradley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Nets.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
The shot's good from Irving.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Simmons dishes to Bradley. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut back down to 5 points in the make from Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
And the shot goes in. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
And here is Simmons to the inside. Bradley can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Griffin passes to Brown. Here's Jordan. Outside Irving. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harris kicks to Curry. Griffin against Harris. Irving for 3. Kept alive. Jordan dishes to Brown. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Ben Simmons.
Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Irving passes to Jordan over Harris. Jordan's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 5. Pushing it up. Back to Curry. Chalk up 2 there.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
Irving against Simmons. Irving drives in, makes it off the glass. Irving's got 15 points in just the second half.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket, and that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Simmons dishes to Harris. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Irving passes to Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Nets lead by 5.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Here's Simmons. Jordan with the rebound. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. Brown the pass to Griffin. Left side Jordan. 14 feet away. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. No. What a jam!
Are you kidding me? Hey, when the game is tight and snug, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to do so.
Irving passes to Griffin. Got it!
With a polished offensive game and an intense will to win, Griffin can definitely be trusted in crunch time.
Down low and stolen by Jordan. And they go to the intentional foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Griffin. And James Harden has subbed in for Brown. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside Jordan. Nobody near Irving. Nailed from three-point land. And it's an 8-point Nets lead.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and
thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
Hey, I'm the 2K MC, and if you haven't heard about the upcoming events in the neighborhood, well, this is your chance. This weekend, check out Court Conqueror. Win 4 games in a row in this 3-on-3 event for a chance to win some fun prizes. On Wednesday, earn double rep.
Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 76ers. Here are the players arriving earlier. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, Curry is out there with Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Bradley. And it's Green in at the small forward. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And Bradley gets it to go. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or midseason?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, we should all take a Holiday like that there. Get some speed under the rim, driving inside, and really taking off for the jam.
Simmons against Holiday. Ball's knocked loose. And it's the Bucks on the break. Giannis with the ball. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Simmons passes to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Another shot, and he lays it up and in.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. A solid effort.
And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. From 11 feet away, and he hits the jump shot.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard's checked in for Bradley. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Connaughton's checked in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, it's settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Pass to Howard. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Shoots it up. A shot by Milton, no good. Bucks leading by 6. And it's Middleton penetrating into Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And the athletic Middleton on that play snakes his pass right through the defense. That's a nice pick and roll.
Here's Maxey. No good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Middleton looking it over. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. There's the killer two-handed slam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
The 76ers trail by 10. Maxey passes to Howard. Outside, Green. Milton kicks to Green. To the paint. Here's Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The D's got to be a bit more physical right there. Allowing Dwight to get that deep, not a good idea, which is why he constantly finds his way to the free throw line.
Howard hits them both. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that works wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Here's Bradley, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. On the wing, Holiday from past the arc. Doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Curry. The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Here's Middleton, and that one is good. Middleton's got 7 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Up top, Simmons. Guarded by Holiday. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you closer at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Holiday with it. Simmons is there. And it's blocked by Bradley. Back to Middleton. That one goes in.
Staying confident in the paint. Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Holiday against Simmons. And it's blocked. Here's the break. Middleton left side. On the wing. Another miss by Middleton.
Not sure
what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Thibault on the wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Bradley, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Pass break, Philadelphia. Here's Thibault. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Portis. Goes up, and Portis throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Thibault finds Scott. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Shot clock at 5. It's good. Simmons got 8 points. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Wow, hammering it in!
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
Holiday against Simmons. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now here's Bradley. Taken away by Holiday. One-on-one here. And Middleton kicks it to Tucker. To the middle. Right side, Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Forbes. Count that one.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's Milwaukee. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a 9-point lead. And you, big fella, let's... And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Curry. And it's Simmons in at the 1.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Giannis inside. Harris is there. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Bradley. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The 76ers trail by 9. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Howard, the pass to Maxey. Outside for Curry, shoots the 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Bucks leading by 9. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Takes the 13-footer. The shot misses. The Bucks shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Holiday surveying the floor. And he gets it to go. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And the pass to Holiday. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation. And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Connaughton. They get it back. Floats it up for Giannis. Now Thibault. No points in the game yet for him, and they pick up 2.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
To the right side. Tucker with the ball. Now guarded by Brad. Bradley against Giannis. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Korkmaz, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. With 1 on the clock, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard position. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Feeds it to Giannis. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Simmons passes to Bradley. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Milton. D right on him. Pass to Harris. Great D that time from Portis.
A slight rebound advantage for them. 1 more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
It's stolen by Milton. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
DiVincenzo finds Giannis. 9 feet out. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Here's Connaughton. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Milton. Drills the elbow jumper.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
DiVincenzo against Simmons. DiVincenzo with it. Middleton on the wing. Back to DiVincenzo. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Harris. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. A minute 42 left in the 4th quarter. Middleton dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And this is the variety of ways Lopez can hurt you. He can be in the pick and pop. He can be in the roll. There's a lot of options from the big man.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Milwaukee.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Drew Holiday.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Left side, Bradley. Over Holiday. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Curry gets the bucket.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And here's Giannis. Oh, Middleton in position, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Ball stolen. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them...
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Welcome to the... And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Ben Simmons.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Collins. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Herter in at the 2-guard spot. And for the 76ers, Green out there with Harris. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the 1 spot. And as we come down the home stretch, some teams in position for the playoffs. How do you prepare for those young players who haven't been there yet, are wide-eyed and learning as they go?
You know, I'm not sure there's any preparing for it. I mean, they're going to be expected to contribute. You've got to be prepared from a standpoint of knowing your assignments, and because there's so much more information today, that does help. But the reality is they've already given the coaching staff a reason to think they have what it takes to help them make a run.
Bucket is good.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
To the inside, Herter lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Simmons finds Bradley. Here's Harris. 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Bradley can't get it to go.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Back to Snell. The feed now to Capella. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. It's tipped. Gallinari with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Collins passes to Herter. Lets it go from 14. And Collins is right there.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
Simmons dishes to Curry. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now Gallinari. 8 points his last outing. Banked in off the glass.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
Now here's Simmons. It's stolen by Capella. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Snell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Collins passes to Capella. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Because he's played a lot of undersized 5, Collins has learned exactly how to get you in the air with that pump fake.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bogdanovich comes in for Gallinari. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Kevin Herter. Young is subbed in for Tony Snell. Now, here's Maxey. Tipped away. Korkmaz kicks to Milton. Just 4 to shoot. To the paint. Outside, Bogdanovich. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. Outside, Collins. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Inside. Here's Rondo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Maxey passes to Howard. And stolen by Okongwu. Moving it up. Right side, Bogdanovich. Collins kicks to Young. Back to Collins. They get a hand on it. Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Rondo. Passes it to Howard. And here is Milton. That will count. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat. Up 8. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Hawks, Solomon Hill is out there with Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Fernando in at the 4-man position. Now, here is Young. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Hill passes to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Count it. Young's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists, and also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Now here is Hill. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Outside Hill. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's blocked by Scott. Now here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. Poked away. Thibault with the ball. He's against Hill. Howard. Rebounded by the Hawks. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Here's Thibault after the basket by Atlanta. Milton kicks to Thibault. Down low. That shot misses. And Atlanta will come the other way. And so they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Snell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the middle. And it's blocked by Bradley. Left side Harris. Outside Simmons. And the drive.
Oh, wow! You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. 3-pointers, Snell, and once again off the mark by Atlanta. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. Right side Bradley, back to Curry. Green kicks to Harris. Pass to Green. It's stolen. Molinari with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Feeds it to Snell. Rebound by the 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
That was a difficult one for them to drop. A close game throughout, and an opponent that they're going to beat more often than not.
Herter passes to Capella. Back to Herter. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Rondo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
And they double up Simmons. Rondo with the steal. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Simmons with it and guarded by Capella. Outside for Curry. Now the pass to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Simmons. Back to Harris. It's stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. Finished off the break. Herter's got 4 this quarter.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
And so it's Atlanta in command. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, after 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Harris. And it's Green, and it's Bradley in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Young, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And take a look here at the numbers for Clint Capella. He's been dominant over the last month. First in rebounding, 4th in blocks, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Dwight Howard's checked in for Bradley. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry. Here's Young after Ben Simmons' bucket. Young drives in. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks.
And, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Yes, that goes in. Young's got 8.
Trae Young is so good in transition, just has a great feel to make an impact.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And that one's good. Maxey.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Young outside. Good on the bucket. 10 points for him.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Thybulle kicks to Howard. Back to Thybulle over Young. Now here's Maxey. Defense is right there. Misses off the left iron. Atlanta leading by 18. Here's Okongwu. Can't get it to fall. Howard against Capella. Howard dishes to Scott. Pass to Maxey from the baseline. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. And he lobs it up. And Okongwu slams it in.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Thybulle, the pass to Howard. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And the new G League Pro Team, Smitty, signed a number of 5-star high school basketball players. How do you think this is going to impact the college game?
Well, I think it's going to impact it, Kevin. You miss out on those stars for sure. But I think you'll get more guys that'll play 2, 3, 4 years in college, which will give college basketball more consistency. What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Green, the pass to Bradley. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They're trailing, but they are really battling, working the ball down low, getting good looks in the paint. The inside game much improved from where it was in the first half.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Simmons looking around. Dishes it to Bradley. Back to Simmons. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. The Hawks leading by 18. And it's in there. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket tonight.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Outside, Simmons. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Here's Fernando. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Here's Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harris.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Outside, Simmons. Off target at the rim. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines.
Hey, what we got to do here.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Solomon Hill. He's out there with Gallinari, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. Here's Herter. The 3, and Gallinari is good for 3. Gallinari's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Hawks. Outside, Simmons. Picked his pocket. Fast break, the Hawks. Hill leading the charge.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break and then points at the other end.
Here's Simmons, the putback, and it's Bradley on the follow.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Bradley's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Passes to Gallinari. Lets it go with the 3. Fernando controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
On the way, Harris. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or Katie in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Poirier's checked in. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Now, here is Young. Lets the three fly. Atlanta again missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Thibault, the pass to Scott. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Gallinari.
Skying high, one of his advantages as a undersized 4.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. John Collins comes in for Solomon Hill. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Scott. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back with his impressive vertical.
Maxey passes to Thibault. Steve, you look at the large companies being created right now by some NBA players like LeBron and Steph. Talk about the example that sets for kids who look up to these guys.
You know, Kevin, I think it's a great example. A reason why they are showing the next generation of kids that's taking basketball serious, that they're more than just a basketball player. They are prepping for life after the game is over, but able to do it while they're playing.
Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Now here's Milton. To the inside. Howard misses. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Snell. Over Maxey. Capella kicks to Okongwu. Collins wide open. He fires. Atlanta gets it back. From outside the arc. Intercepted.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Clint Capella.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
And here is Milton. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Here's Snell. He dishes it to Capella. Basket good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Milton. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Pulls up. No good. And so Atlanta takes this one. But David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
time of the week.
It's an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. First up, there's another 2K League draft in the books.
That's right, and for these draftees, their lives have changed overnight. It is now their job to play NBA 2K.
And what an amazing job it is. If you can get it, it's definitely very hard. So here's a look at the new faces and talent joining the league in its fourth.
Bustling Philadelphia on I-95, a gorgeous night for basketball. Welcome to the city of brotherly love. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at center. And for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is out there with Bradley. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Green. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if he gets near the cup.
The drive by Simmons.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Pass to Harris. Harden against Simmons. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Simmons dishes to Bradley. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And that one, good.
Kevin Durant is a threat to shoot it as soon as the ball hits his hands. This guy incredible, relentless as a scorer.
Here's Simmons. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
The shot's good from Irving.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Simmons passes to Bradley. Right side Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Kevin Durant, one of the great... You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The three from Bradley, and stolen by Jordan. And now Durant running the floor, galloping. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity, KD at the rim.
Simmons dishes to Harris. Outside Curry. Here's Simmons. Another shot, and it's Bradley laying it in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Jordan. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. No good from Simmons. Outside Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. And the Nets also making a change. Landry Shamet's checked in for Irving. Scotty's checked in for Bradley. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Outside for Jordan. Launches a three. And that one is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. Passes to Milton. Jordan against Howard. 76ers moving the ball around. Left side, Scott. Out to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Another miss by Philadelphia. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Magic in Orlando. And Harden with the stuff.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And oh, here comes Durant all alone and finished off by KD.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Mike Scott. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Maxey. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. And Griffin slams it in.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a pick-and-roll finisher, Griffin's your man. Converts at an excellent rate off this play. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Irving's checked in for Landry Shamet. Thybulle kicks to Scott. Back to Thybulle. Trying his luck from deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Maxey passes to Howard. The shot, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. That's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Maxey passes to Howard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building.
Here's Maxey. Howard. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
Here's Irving. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field. And now we're well past the All-Star break doors. Each game means that much more as we march towards the playoffs.
Well, Kevin, the playoff picture starts to come into a little bit sharper focus. Teams know it, and there's more attention paid to the standings every day that passes. Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
Irving for three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good. Maxey. 1:44 left in the first half. And on the way from Irving for three. Another miss by Irving. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Magic. Gets it down to single digits. Maxey's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And that one's good, Irving.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Now, here's Maxey, covered by Irving. Maxey passes to Howard. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Irving for three. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 11.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Scott binds Thibault. And that one's good. Korkmaz.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Fires the three. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
To the middle. Here's Thibault. And that one is hammered home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Back to Howard. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Howard's got 10.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to say. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists. And that does it for our half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Irving. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Irving against Simmons. 2 points. That one goes. Irving's got 19 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Bradley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
KD against Simmons. To the inside. Harris passes to Bradley. Out to Harris. Over Harden. Harris misses. Brooklyn leading by 8. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Milton with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Bradley can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Harden up top, guarded by Curry. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 14.
Well, how about the persistence of KD? He knows he has the size and the reach to keep those possessions alive.
Milton finds Bradley, and he can't stop the run as he misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Puts one up from 19 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Inside, Green. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Green. Bradley's got 4 points now in the quarter. Curry against Harden. Feeds to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Milton the pass to Bradley. And here they come. And Durant gets it to go. That's 12 points for Kevin Durant.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here's Milton. D right on him. And Bradley gets it to go.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
To the paint, here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
It's Bradley on the wing. Down low. Shots good by Green.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Here's Harden on the wing, guarded by Curry. Harden kicks to Shamet. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Landry Shamet.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
30 seconds left to play in the third. Harden left side. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got his 2nd bucket. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. Harden against Bird. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Harris. The shot, no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Tobias Harris is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Maxey. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Tony Bradley's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Nets also making a change. Jordan's checked in. Harris, good.
And this is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
On the wing, Harris. Bradley kicks to Thybulle. Here's Simmons. They grab their own miss. Simmons on the wing. Clock at 6. A second chance effort, and the layup is good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Irving way outside. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And love watching Simmons run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving. He dishes it to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Here's Simmons, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle, and it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. The Nets also changing it up. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin, and it's James Harden in for Brown. Harris misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Bradley, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Irving from long range. A shot, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. And now the 76ers on the break. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's KD. Plays it up and banks it in. 14 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
To the inside, stolen by Durant. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. And it's blocked by Simmons. Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Irving. Back to Green. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Simmons. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Irving launches it from deep. Harris passes to Jordan. Got a piece of it. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Just 2 to shoot. For 3, Harris.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nets.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Harris, no good. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room for three. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Hilton the pass to Harris. Over Harris. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.